Hello everybody, I hope you're all very well and welcome to this Here to Help video on how to do a diamond embroidered painting. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk you through the material to begin with. So what we have here is this is our stick. So this is where we pick the diamonds up on and place them onto the painting on. This is the cement and I'm going to show you how to use that in a second, but basically it comes in sealed packaging and you just unseal it to get into it. And this is a tray you can use to pop your beads in so they don't run away off the table. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be doing a diamond embroidery painting of Big Ben. I've already started that one, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how you get your stick ready. So you take your stick, and you take your cement. And what you want to do is you want to peel off the plastic, and then you want to stab your stick into that cement, and you see how it's left a hole? That's what we want. Then we just cover it back up to keep it sticking so it doesn't stick to anything like this fluffy carpet, for example. And that is me done with that. Now what I've got here is I've got lots of different tubs with the current colours I'm using. For example, in 15H, so that's the number and that's the letter is H. And that is the beads there. So it works differently for lots of different diamond embroideries for how they represent the beads on the page. For example, in this one here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of J's there and a lot of L's as well. So often diamond embroidered paintings will represent them with at symbols as well as letters and numbers, but the particular one is just letters. So say I'm doing, let's say C. That is one of the colours I have open at the moment. So I will take my C tub and I will open it. And using my green tray, I will pour some beads into there. Okay, I don't need many. Okay, so a good thing to do is you might put an appropriate amount of beads into the container, and then you might think, okay, that's how much I'm going to do for tonight, just so you know when to stop, and also just so you know you've done a bit, and it's a fair bit at night, or whenever you're going to be doing it. So I'm going to turn it around. Now this, why is there a film? This is all a film. So that film is there because this background, for example, this bit here, with no bead diamonds on it at the moment, it's still sticky. So that's that film stopping it sticking things and also helping it keep it stick. So it's important that film stays on. A tip though is if you're doing it over a long period of time and it does go sticky, well, first of all, don't leave it in the sun, that prevent it from going sticky. But if it does go sticky, just put on a wee wash because it dries clear of PVA glue just to the section you're doing, and then pop those on. Pop those diamonds on and that'll just be grand, that'll be absolutely fine. So, I'm going to do C's, and I have my C's here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put the C's there, and I'm going to lift off the film, and I'm going to find some C's. So I saw C's here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to lift off the film, and I see 3 C's here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take these and put them on. But the key is, do you see how there are 2 types? There's one like this, and there's one like this. You want the round curved edge to be facing up, because otherwise it's not going to have a stable base. It's going to be a curved base. So you have basically, essentially, 2 options. You can either put on this one, the upside down one, or the right way up. And the one you should be putting on is the right way up. You should be putting it on with a curved edge up. Okay? So, if they're not, you can just have to shake them, or sometimes find blowing on them helps turn them over. So curved edge up. So it's similar to sequin, a specific side of the sequin you want up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take it, and with my now stick, which is sticky from the cement, I'm going to pick one up, like so. It's now sticky. See, it's not, I'm dangling it, and it is not falling off. Okay? So now I'm going to remove this from the diamond embroidery. I'm going to lift it up. Now I can see there are C's here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that onto a C. And then once you've done however much you're going to do for the day, pop a wee book or just a wee bit of pressure onto the area or areas you've done just to help them stick. Okay, so key things from this video. Stick. Pop it in the cement. You might not need to cement it every time you use it. You won't need to cement it between every go. Maybe once every 2 or 3 times you use it, you might need to use the cement. And then you pick up the beads curved side up, and you can put them in here, this green container. But what I find also works quite well is a tub lid. It's like the tubs you're using. Those tubs over there, they're good lids. And then you pop it on curved side up, so the base is going down. So you want to stick it to the curve. You want to stick to the curved side, and then the curved side onto, well, the flat side onto the base of the diamond embroidery, so you have that curved edge on top. And enjoy. There are lots and lots of different options. There's Mickey Mouse ones, there's a lot of scenery ones, Eiffel Towers, lovely blossom tree ones. And Amazon is actually a really, really good place to buy, and you can even buy some, like maybe 3 in a packet as well. So Amazon is a really, really good place to buy these from. And in every single kit you get, you do tend to get a stick, cement, and a green pot to hold your sequins. So yeah. And just one thing I wanted to point out is, how do you know what letters are what? Well, here's my key for this one. So it tells me the A is 1. So it's just numbered. But this tells me the A. So I would go looking in with the packets that came with this, and I would find packet A. Now I would put that in a tub, and I would label that packet A or tub A, so that whenever I see an A on the diamond embroidery, I know that I'm going to be sticking packet A diamonds onto that section. Okay? Thank you very much for watching this video, and I highly recommend doing diamond embroidery because it's very fun. Thank you, see you next time, bye for now.